Okay, so we are back. We are back after almost a year. The last video that I posted was probably the video of our proof of concept for our short film. Now we're going to talk about heavy paint. I'll try to make regular videos on YouTube talking about art and artistic growth and so on and so forth. So, as you probably must have seen the title of this video is not going to be a tutorial video on how to use heavy paint, but it's going to be a video on how heavy paint makes you a better artist. Not a better painter, but a better artist. It helps you better your artistic eye, that's what I mean. Okay, so having said that, let me start this talk with a small quote by this artist called Edgar Degas. Art is not what you see, but what you make others see. I'll repeat that. Art is not what you see, but what you make others see. Just think about that. Think about that quote with this music or the sounds that are playing in the background. Just relax. Just let that quote set in. That's what is called being an artist. Painting hyper-realistic stuff, painting for a client, creating an illustration for being a concept designer, being an illustrator, being a designer of any kind in general. It's a job, but we have to fuel our artistic mind. We are in this business called art. And funny enough, this weird app with this weird brushes, its weird settings, with its weird color jitter and textures that I hate and love at the same time, teaches you how to be a better artist. Not a better painter, but a better artist. So let's talk about this app. This app was developed by Wan Lin. I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel video down in the description, and more videos relating to this app where you can probably learn how to paint with this app in the description. This app was developed using the Godot engine. I think it's just Wan who develops it by himself. Recently he has developed another app called Webby Paint. It's a free limited version of Heavy Paint, but it's a browser based app, and I think it's on subscription basis. I'm not sure, with some limitations. But okay, let's talk about this app in general. So what do I like about this app? Everything. What do I hate about this app? Everything. This app, I've used it since probably April or May. That's it, not that long ago. And I probably painted like 20 paintings using this app. Probably this is my 21st or 22nd. I'm not sure, but I have not painted a lot using this app. I hardly get time to paint nowadays because I'm busy with my film, short film, making dough, etc., running a business. But the tools in this app is weird, and those weird tools kind of pulled me into this app again and again. The weird tools that Heavy Paint offers has color jitter, has noise. So every time you try to color pick from your canvas, you're not picking the right colors that you want. So you're making mistakes. And when you make mistakes, you're like, fuck, I have to find solutions for this. So your brain starts going into overdrive mode, and you start collecting creative solutions to rectify those mistakes. And in those moments is where you start to see and observe your subject matter more precisely. You start seeing your subject matter in colors, light, shades, where the light is hitting, where the shadows are forming, how the shapes are flowing overall in a rhythm. You start observing and you start developing this essential skill of an artist that is more important than just drawing and painting blindly. You start to slow down. Like there is a section towards the end where you'll see how slow I'm actually painting. But you start to slow down. You start to pick your colors more precisely using the RGB sliders, the HSP sliders, whatever fancies your color picking you know, tools. And then you start slowly developing your advanced artistic eye. Your brain starts to develop. Your brain starts to see and observe your subject matter in different ways, probably in different colors that subject matter isn't actually showing. Probably there's like a tinge of green that's there. I can't see green, but there's probably a tinge of green there, but you paint it as blue, or you probably see some reds that you painted as purples, and it looks cool. People like it, you like it, and you start. That's process of developing your artistic self. Having said that, there is a saying which says, like, having an advanced artistic eye is more important than having an advanced trained sorry than having a trained hands of an artist, because the eye can judge the quality of the painting you're doing. The hand can catch up, like, you can train your hands to make those proper brushworks. Yes, it can catch up by practicing rigorously, but when you see things differently, that's when your artistic evolution happens. Now, heavy paint, now this is probably like the glory of heavy paint kind of a video, but kind of is and kind of isn't. This app kind of pushes you, so I can't speak properly, but it pushes you towards that goal. Every time you take a brushwork, you're slowing down, you're trying to observe your subject matter more precisely. Your hands are being trained, because you can't just move your hands vigorously and hope to make some magic happen. You're slowing down. And your hands and your artistic brain and your artistic eye are coming in sync. Of course, like, it takes practice. You do practice a lot. I kind of use similar tools on Photoshop or on Krita, but yeah, heavy paint is pretty on the go. The UI is pretty simple, though I hated it in the beginning, but I came to love it. But yes, it will help you improve artistically. We as artists celebrate. We as an Let me rephrase that. I'm doing this on one cut and one take, so it's and there is no editing apart from just like background sounds that have been added. So we as an artistic community celebrate artists like Monet, Van Gogh, and Leonardo da Vinci, and all those old classical masters, right? Now, let me ask you this. Whenever they went into a slump, whenever they went into an artistic slump, did they go for a mentorship? Did they go and learn art from someone? No. They had their initial art training. They know how to paint. They know how to observe. So their artistic growth comes from how they're observing the world around them and how they're interpreting that world and painting it on their canvas. They have something to say with their artwork, right? If you look at Monet's work, it's amazing. Same thing with Van Gogh's. Can't paint like Van Gogh anymore. He probably wouldn't know. God rest his soul, but he's an amazing painter. Same goes for all these painters. They synthesize the subject matter inside their head and create something, and they put it onto the canvas that is just so good that you can say that it's made by this person, or it's made in the likeness of their art now, because people reproduce artworks nowadays. And having said that, heavy paint with its weirdly limited tools, there are fun tools, but I prefer to limit my tools to just a few brushes, probably just the round brush, or probably just the dry brush that you can see. And so with all those color jitters and noise that I said before, helps you be a better artist, because you make mistakes. It doesn't come out, the colors don't come out exactly what you're seeing, and you try to take a different approach and try to look at it from a different angle, and thus your brain starts to develop. And this whole thing, this whole app, this weird app that Wanman made during his free time because he wanted to push his artistic self, gave us something that could push our artistic skills as well. That's heavy paint. This coming back round is this app helps you live the quote that I said right in the beginning. Art is not what you see, but what you want others to see. I'll repeat it again. Art is not what you see, but what you make others see, what you want others to see. Okay. That being said, this is a small video on heavy paint. I don't know if it made any sense, but I will be making a few more videos, probably like twice a month if time permits, otherwise at least once a month, and upload them. It won't be related to concept art, it won't be related to design or any of that, though I would love to make some videos revolving design and design thinking. Yeah, you can write down in the comments below. For now, just enjoy this weird apples in a plastic bag painting that I did. Have a good day.